Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review, and if you're watching this on Christmas Eve, which is today, this is the day that I'm filming it. Merry Christmas Eve, and have a great Christmas tomorrow. So, yeah, I just got this figure today. I did not buy this, I got it as a present. But today I'm going to be reviewing the X-Men 97 Bishop. This guy looked really cool on Amazon, so I put it on my wish list, and he looked now in the box, he also looked pretty cool. He's a pretty bulky figure, but yeah, let's get into the review. So, starting off with the box, we have a bubble with a figure in there. There's his hands. He has a fist hand right here, and a gripping hand right here, and two trigger finger hands right here. And then there's a picture of Bishop, cartoon picture of him, and then there's the Marvel's Bishop. And then there's X-Men 97 up here, as you can see. And then there's all the characters in the corner, like Magneto, Wolverine, this girl, I forgot her name, Bishop, I forgot her name too, and I think his name's Gambit, but yeah. Or wait, this girl's name is Rogue, but yeah. And then switching to the back, we have a picture of him on the back. Oh, and it does say Rogue right here, and Storm, Magneto, Wolverine, Bishop, and Gambit. And then there's Bishop again, and then all the warnings and all the logos and stuff. So yeah, it does have cool graphics behind the picture of the guy, but yeah, I like this. I don't really like bubble figures that much, but I do like this one. So let's get into the figure. Okay, so I have him out of the box. I took out all his hands. I did replace this fist hand for a right trigger hand. And then I kept the grip hand on so he could hold his gun. I put his gun in his holster, but first let's take a look at his accessories. He doesn't come with much, but here is his gun right here. I think it looks pretty cool. There's lots of details on it. There's no paint on it, but it still has lots of details, like the two barrels right here. I think it's like a laser shotgun or something. I don't know. And then there's like the grip right here. There's lots of lines. There's like the thing to pull back to prime the gun. And then there's the handle, has a good grip right here. And a trigger, too. So yeah, this gun does have lots of detail. I like it, but no paint. Now we can put that back in the holster. Now we have the left trigger hand. I am left-handed when it comes to shooting guns, but with my action figures, they're all right-handed, because, I don't know, it just feels weird to me to have them left-handed. I don't know why I do that, but it's just how I am. But here is the left trigger hand. Then here is the fist right here. This fist would go on the right hand, but I took it out so I could replace it with the trigger hand so he could hold his gun. So now let's see how he can hold his gun. And by the way, that is all his accessories. He doesn't come with much, but he doesn't really need much. Okay, so he has his gun in his hand. By the way, this is an up and down hinge on the both trigger fingers, or trigger hands. His gun will not go in his hands at all. His hands are kind of gummy, but that's good for holding the guns and accessories and stuff. Okay, so here he is holding his gun. He holds it pretty well. He stands actually kind of good too, but he stands pretty good. I did have trouble at first, but then I got the hang of it. So yeah, that is him holding his gun. But now let's put this back in and look at the details. So starting at the head, we have this M, and then we have his face right here and stuff. He has like kind of spiky hair. Like, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's really spiky. And then it has the M going down his face. I don't know what that stands for or if it's anything, but because I never watched this show because I was not a 90s kid. I'm a 2010s kid. But here is the beard. Beard's pretty cool. The eyes. Eyes look pretty. This figure is a cartoon figure, so he does look cartoony, but I like that feel. His face is not very cartoony, even though it's supposed to be. I mean, it is, but like it's not kind of. It's hard to explain. Marvel Legends does a good job with this with their cartoon figures. And he has an orange scarf right here. He has his holster on his back. He has his sleeves, and then he has his gloves and stuff. And then he has going down. He has the X logo. And then he has these little weird pouch things on the side of him. He has a yellow stripe going down. And then he has blue boots. So, yeah. And then, so now let's take a look at his articulation. So, seems that he does not look up very far. Just popped up his head from doing that. He only looks up that far, looks down that far, and gets pretty good tilt. And then he can swivel all the way around. Now, he can bring his arm up that far. He can swivel it all the way around. There is a bicep twist, or a shoulder twist or whatever. Double hinged elbow. Can get all the way up, basically. And then at the wrist, it is an in and out. For the grip hand, for the other punching hand, it is also an in and out. So, like this. And then for the other trigger hand, it's just up and down. And same for this trigger hand, too. And then going down to the... he goes forward this far, goes back that far, and there's a twist at the waist. Then he can go, his legs can go up that far, twist at the I forgot what it is, but, and there's a double hinged knee right here. Be careful with the boot, because it feels like it's trying to come off of me, but it goes up that far, and you can bring it down, and then the boot twists right here. And then his ankles go back and forth, and there's a rocker too. So, yeah, that is articulation for Bishop. Now, let's get into comparisons. So, now we have our standard Vulcan body. I got him last year for Christmas. I've been using him all year for stuff. I've brought him to Hawaii. I've brought him to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. I've brought him to Disneyland. He is one of my main figures that I use. But yeah. So scaling next to Vulcan, he is actually pretty big. He's pretty bulky too. As you can see, he's a lot thicker than Vulcan. And then his legs are also a lot thicker too. So yeah. So that's basically all for the review. Let me tell you my overall thoughts on the figure. So my overall thoughts on this figure were, probably, I'm going to give it 9.5 out of 10. All the figures I get are probably going to be 9s, 8s, and 10s, because I'm buying the figures that I want to and look good to me, so there's no really figures that I'm going to buy that I don't like, so, yeah. But 9.5 because it's great paint. I don't have any paint, like, mishaps. And, I do not like that the gun is not painted, but I feel like it should be not painted because it is a cartoon figure. I like the holster on the back, of his shoulder. I just like all his details and stuff, and he looks pretty good. So that's why I give him a 9 out of 10. But yeah, if you made it to this point of the video, thank you for watching, and I will see you hopefully in the next video. Bye, guys.